This is the show Vampire. Vampire, it's, I'm talking about different situations that are very important, that they cannot go wrong. They're very strong, they're very dramatic. And I developed, I think there are 6 paintings here in the show. And each of them tell a story, each of them tell a different story. Some of them are Eastern, some of them are Western, some of them are old, some of them are new, and we don't know. Some of them we don't know when it's taking place, but there it is. For instance, this painting here is the kitten field, and it's almost as if the king of the field and his guards, he's playing a joke at the young girl. And he's asking the gypsies if he cannot get a cat for him, and that's really frightening the young girl that has chosen a cat for her to be her pet, her best friend, and she's terrified. But he's actually playing a joke. But they kind of get it. But this cannot go wrong for her. So this is a very intense and dramatic situation. The kitten kind of got the joke, but she didn't really. She's not really sure if she's in real danger or not. And there is a drama on it. There's a type of a dramatic circumstance, and that's very interesting. And I try to capture this in the canvas as well as a little bit of this Western culture, this Western patterns, such as these stiletto knives and an armor. And I thought this would look great, and I think it really did in the end. I like the red eye and the cats. I think I really like this piece. There is a girl playing with tarot cards, and there is a bed on her bottom, and it's interesting to me. She's laying in a bed, looks like a Spanish bed, an European bed. There is this cross, and the cards, the tarot cards have so many meanings, and she's pulling the death card, and that terrifies her. That's frightening. But she doesn't notice the bat that is sipping and drinking the blood from her. He's landed on her bottom, and she's playing with the Fool card and the Hanged Man card, the Devil, and the Horse of Spades, and this could have taken place. We don't know in which century this could have taken place. And there's this curious relation between luck and faith and the circumstances and the animals and her karma, what's going to happen with her. I like to call it. This piece here, the tiger has gotten the boy, So he was walking around his village. He was carrying water with his mother, and all of a sudden a tiger jumps out of nowhere. Tiger jumps out of the bushes and grabs the boy in his arms. I love the tiger expression. He's kind of mean, but a tiger is like a deity, and he shows the boy that his faith is in his hands, and he pierces the boy's forehead with his nail. It looks like a bindi point that he carves in his forehead. Well, his mom runs out for help coming, but this tiger coming out of the sun, out of the bushes, it could have happened yesterday or hundreds of years ago. It's a very strong Eastern element, and it's a jewel of the world, a tiger, and the Eastern culture, and I try to bring this to our eyes, and for sure that is. In this painting here, I like the tiger that is very Eastern. This one looks very Western. So there is this woman, she's laying in the bed. There is this classic bed. There is some garlic that is hanged on the bed with a crucifix. It's almost as if she's having a trouble, that she's feeling weak, she doesn't know why. And we kind of got here why. It's because a bat is coming to drink her blood here at night while she sleeps. But it almost feels to me a little bit like faith, like her destiny, or something that guides her, that prevents her to go further ahead, doing wrong things or taking paths in her life that could be dangerous, and drinking her blood. And having her responsive and leading her own businesses instead of doing God knows what. And to me, this is a very Western situation, a drama, like a crossroad. Okay, so I have this figured out. I don't know if she's feeling pleasure, if she's feeling fine, or if she is waking up, she's in her sleep, but that's what's going on, and it's a little bit, we don't know what to do, we just stare at it and look at it. And in this painting here, they called it Imigrantes. So there is a boat of immigrants that comes from this place. To me, they look Eastern, and you can see that in this place that they're coming from, their culture is very rich. They have these very beautiful ornaments. They're full of these bracelets, this pendant that the man has. And you see a family here. You see the father, the mother with the child. You see the girl with a young boy, the older woman. And this man has a pet that is a mandril, a monkey. And he has a chain, and he has a ring that holds the chain. And she has a nose ring. He's holding a skull, and he has a monkey pet. And everybody's coming from this young man here. They're coming from this Eastern place that is very magical, very exoterical, and they have all these beautiful ornaments. And they're coming to the practical Western world looking for a better condition of life. And you can see that he's touched by it. He has a t-shirt with palm trees printed on it, a crucifix and a digital watch. And the young boy already has a t-shirt with a number on it. So we ask ourselves, is this going to be a better life? Will they succeed? If they get to do it, will it be better? Is actually West more developed than East? You know, there are many. He shows a school to he's arriving in this new land, and the officer is asking him, "What do you have?" And I say, "I brought this school, this human head, to bring us luck," something like this. So the references are different. The faith is different, and it's very good to look at it. I wanted to look at it. I wanted to show it to everybody, but I also wanted to take a good look at it. The monkey is trying to steal the glasses of his master, and the little kid gets it. She's trying to help him in his attempt, and I thought it was a very interesting piece to develop, the Imigrantes. The last piece that I wanted to show is this girl that she's licking the tongue of the bat, and the shadow of the bat is on the wall, but the shadow is a little bit alive. So he has this huge claw here in the shadow, and there's a crack on the wall, but the shadow is a little bit alive. And she, almost if she was at her home at night with nothing else to do in the world, and she's playing with a bat, and she's taking a look at the world from inside. And I thought that was very, very notivagous. And I thought it was an interesting piece. And at the same time, there is this monstrous bat that you don't know if it's real, if it's not, if it's your impression, or if it's really there, but kind of gives everything else a flow, an order of manifestation or sense to everything. So I think if we put everything together, I think we get this notion that is new. I think there is this element of what the world may look at if you look at the opposite participants, and you get a much broader and richer insight from this place that we live in. Thank you very much. Western, Eastern, good or bad, beast or man, old or new, bat's juice. Am I something less because of you? I want to know further. Step out this single step that will make me see ahead just a bit more, to open my mind entirely in a refreshing flash of newness. Not to be carried away, but to grow. Not to be fooled, to know. Not to trick, to achieve. Not to roll, but to confess. Confess something that was eating you alive, that made you thirsty, that you had to, urgently. And by doing so, only God would know, a sip of blood of the newborn dawn. To be the same, yet different. Same old, jazz guitars and rock and roll. A go-go. To sell your soul by the light of a candle and a five-pointed star. To trade it for rodeo fringes and hypnotic eyes. A glamorous life. On 6 large, colorful theatrical acrylic paintings, bringing Eastern and Western culture to the appreciation of Beth's taste for blood. And the release of the jazz guitar album, Vampire. Thank you very much for the interest.